All right, welcome in, Rise and Shine, you guys. We are currently on Wednesday, September the 17th. It is currently right now the planetary hour of the moon. The moon is now ingressed into Leo as of 1:20 a.m. last night. All right. In transits today, we have Mercury at an opposition to Saturn. That transit is going to be taking place at 1:47 p.m. All right, we have the moon that was more so in Cancer at the time, um, ingressing into Leo at 1:20. We've seen it trine over to Neptune and Aries, sextile to Uranus and Gemini today. We'll see the oppositions to Pluto and Aquarius. All of this has already taken place. All right, so we're more so at like a sesqui quadrant over to North Node in Pisces, a semi-squared over to the Sun in Virgo, and we'll see a biquintile later on today with the North Node in Pisces. All right, we are 24 degrees and 52 minutes of the Sun in Virgo. All right, so we're looking at the 25th degree here. I'm just curious in where the sun is shining. What is it speaking about? All right, so from the 21st to the 25th degree of Virgo, it speaks about responsibility. This specific Sabian symbol, it says a flag at half mast. It has to do something with like community service. Welcome in, everybody. All right, it says spiritual seekers seek to reach such a high level of service that we earn the approval of the public for having met their needs. All right, we are at the 4th degree moving towards the moon in Leo here. So it speaks about proving oneself. Demonstrating achievements and abilities has spiritual merit despite the high risk of becoming prideful. All right, so if you know your shit and you're doing some sort of community service, then I would imagine this is about you finding a way to make relevance of your own small achievements, okay? Or, you know, seeking some sort of approval. I don't think that's what you're doing here, okay? I just heard be humble, okay? So Mercury, Venus, Mars, these energies are already past the 25th degree, meaning they are in their last 5 degrees of whatever sign they're in. These are all of the personal planets. We spoke about this in the reading the other day. We've got Venus that's going to be moving into Virgo, Mercury that's going to be moving into Libra. Mercury moves into Libra by tomorrow. Venus moves into Virgo by Friday. Okay. Mars is at 26 degrees and 46 minutes. Mars moves into the sign of Scorpio and its domicile. That's not happening until 22nd after we step in with the sun in Libra. All right. So we're looking at the sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and we have Chiron and Saturn both retrograding, but they are also past the 25th degree. So there is a high energy right now with personal planets, Saturn bringing in structure or expressing some sort of discipline. All right, that's needed here. And then Chiron, all of the core wound healing that we've been dealing with. We did an all signs on that. Run back to that reading. You can check it out. All right. But I would imagine if you're on some sort of spiritual journey here, you're probably trying to prove yourself to a specific community of people. Just be humble. All right. Let's get into it with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I just heard chakra, chakra. Okay. I will pull a chakra in a second. Sun in Scorpio. All right, so your sense of endurance right now could be of significance. Let's see why this is coming out. Show me the chakra. It feels imperative. I heard chakra, chakra. The base chakra. So your roots, that's your foundation. All right, your money, your stability, your security. All right, this could be your family, your home, whatever it is, your career. All right, I'm seeing Sun and Scorpio placements in the Earth houses. All right, so we're looking at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We will be looking here at air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with Sun in the Earth houses, or the Sun in Scorpio in the Earth houses. So this would be Sun in Scorpio in the second house for resources with Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. This would be the Sun in the sixth house, okay, overall for Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini energies, and the Sun in the 10th house for Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarians. There's something that I would imagine you're visualizing here, okay? Maybe you're heightened at the third eye, and there's something that requires your focus. There's something that you're bringing into manifestation through imagination. All right, that could be of significance here. Oh. Don't mind the music. My sister's having a jam this morning. Not when we eat in my hair. Yo, can you run that one song back? The one you just had on? Yes, I did. Can you run that back? I was my feelings crying in the bathroom. Why? Because the song reminded me of somebody. And you know which one I'm talking about, too. This one? Or Burning, or you're talking about All For Me? The one that we be listening to in the car. You know which one I'm talking about, too. Is it Mariah Carey? Mariah Cyrus? That's the one. This is her new song, right? This shit is hot. You talking about Bluebird? Burning Blue? You're talking about All For Me? All For Me. All For Me? Right. Yeah. I was crying that day. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, shit. I was sucking it up. That's crazy. I see Sun and Moon in Scorpio here. No, you're not. This one? Yes, three of mine. This one? That's not it. All right, hold on. She had cracking up the way she woke up. Oh, she? Yeah. She was not beat for your shit this morning. She woke up, she started explaining that my stomach hurt, it's so much pressure, and when I go like this, and I'm like, she kept tossing and turning last night. A lot. Wakes up explaining. Don't say good morning. Just listen. When this goes like this and this goes like that, and then right here and here and here and then, like, but the big boy, he jumped. He ain't hit his stomach. I hit mine, but he ain't his. I'm like, girl, calm down. What in the world? All right, you guys, welcome back in. Good morning, La Unique One. I know you guys are not still in here, but I'm gonna shout y'all out because I kind of left y'all hanging. Carolyn, Tiff, and La Unique One, welcome in. All right, so we were speaking about base chakra and Scorpio placements in the 2nd, the 6th, and the 10th houses for Sun, Moon, Rising, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This bitch ass man. As soon as you said Gemini, I was terrible. 5 of Wands is coming out here. The Ace of Wands is as the challenge. All right, let's see what this is all about. The Four of Swords is here. The Queen of Pentacles is here. The 7 of Swords is here. And the 2 of Wands. There could be something about like travels involved in the near future. I don't know if this is regarding for work. All right, you could be dealing with some sort of challenges right now. It looks like rest and rejuvenation is overall what's required, or that's what Spirit is telling you. You need to be grounded. Maybe that's why the whole chakra energy is here for root chakra. It's giving me Queen of Pentacles. All right, but 7 of Swords energy is given where you need to start strategizing here. You have a sense of like endurance and power in your energy in the earth houses is the way it's coming through. So I would imagine whatever, again, you visualize at this moment is whatever you're bringing to manifestation. All right, so let's see what this is. Things could be like a challenge in connection to you doing something that is your passion. And I'm seeing the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. I'm seeing the Hangman. Look at all this water energy, my goodness. And the 5 of Cups. This is heavy like Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer placements. Okay. And then I'm seeing the Ace of Swords. So again, the water signs, the water placements with the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the 2nd, the 6th, and the 10th houses. All right. 5 of Pentacles. There could be changes that are happening more so in your practical life. You could be challenged at this point in time to make change in your practical life. I've just seen 5, 5, 5. So 5s are associated to Mercurian energy overall. All right, and I'm seeing the Two of Swords. There might be like a decision that you have to make. You may feel that you're at a crossroads here. All right, and again, I feel like there's some sort of decision and or decision to move forward and or travel or open yourself up to a brand new pathway in the near future. The Strength card and the Ten of Wands is here as well. All right, so I would imagine you're getting stronger if you're having to go through um, some sort of hurdle here. All right, overcoming some sort of difficulty. King of Cups is coming out. I see the Page of Wands. There's a lot of people in your reading. I don't know if this is affecting a lot of people. I just got the Page of Swords. I mean, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups. You have the Knight of Cups out here. The Page of Cups is out here. This could be affecting a lot of people. The Queen of Pentacles. So any specific areas in your life, whether it's something that you do creatively, Page of Wands. Knight of Swords, however you're chasing after information, okay? Queen of Pentacles, how you're keeping up with your stability. King of Cups, how you're handling your emotional state. Children could be involved in this as well. All right, so there is a lot of endurance that's required right now in connection to your practical life. That's the message. High Priestess and the Two of Cups is giving me you have a spiritual soulmate coming through as well. Spiritual soulmate. Six of Wands. I feel like this spiritual soulmate sees you as having a major victory. I would imagine you have a sense of protection around you right now. You may have your boundaries up for whatever reason. Protecting your energy could be of significance. Could be a Sagittarian overall or a Leo. All right. Heavy on that Leo energy with the sun. All right. So you kind of understand right now that there's a lot of protection around you. Look at this. It's like somebody don't play about you. You're possibly connected to source, so you may do something that you're putting out in the public eye, okay? There could be something involving like gossip or mental conflict, or how someone or hidden enemies have been trying to keep you attached to something that has been messing with your mental somehow, some way. All right, that could be coming up. But I'm seeing like some sort of opportunity here for slowly but surely moving ahead when it comes to abundance. All right, lots of resources coming your way. Ace of Cups' energy is here as well. So new love could be presenting itself. You could be giving that love to yourself. All right, focusing more so Leo energy, your confidence. All right, doing something creative. And again, children being of significance. It looks like you're trying to build for yourself overall. Trying to build. All right, let's move on from that chakra energy. Let's get back into Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So yes, that's what I was seeing. Balance here that's needed with Scorpio's energy in Scorpio placements, 8th houses for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, risings. All right, 2nd, 6th, and 10th houses regarding your stability, your resources. Let's see what's going on. For whatever reason, that one card that I flipped over just now, that was Mars and Libra. Mars and Libra at the 27th degree. I'm just curious on what I was just reading on, because it was about you having to make a decision or having a specific choice with something here. An airplane hovering overhead. Overhead. This is about your spiritual perspective. It says a realized person is able at will to take up a higher position of awareness that allows them to see both sides of the matter in hand. Okay. So we spoke about earlier how you were doing some sort of community service here. All right. Being part of this spiritual community. And how to prove oneself. All right. And your small achievements. I see Mercury and Taurus, resistance. All right, so Taurus's energy with Mercury, maybe you have work denoting in the media, travel, transportation. This could be your local community. I don't know if you're teaching anything creative. This could be about you needing to take financial advice. All right, the Moon in Sag. I'm seeing 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. That energy doesn't look pretty. Your resistance is you being optimistic about your future. All right, Saturn in Sagittarius. It goes from literally the 9 of Wands to the 10. It feels like you're at the end of a very burdened type of physical energy overall in regards to your practical life. meaning your resources or however that's coming in. All right. So your resourcefulness, that's funny, could be more so in the Cancer placements. All right. So if we're speaking to the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarians, then that means that what's being called out here is going to be the houses that are ruled by earth signs, 2nd, 6th, and 10th. We just said that Pisces was in the 2nd, all right, or Cancer, Scorpio, and or Pisces could be in the 2nd, the 6th, and or the how you call it, the 10th houses. So there's something resourceful that you do, and where it feels like you're physically drained at this point, or something has come to fulfillment. So what is it that they're guiding you towards here? All right. There has to be something involving Venus's energy. Maybe you're getting creative. Maybe this is a new focus on heading in a different direction. If you're detaching from something, you're birthing something new. All right, let's see what this is. Somebody could be manipulating your resources. It could be a specific partnership that you have here. If you're starting up some sort of business, it's almost like you're devoting more than what you're getting back. That's interesting, because I'm seeing the 8th and the 2nd houses that have to do with your resources, but your resources are being manipulated here. And then I'm seeing the 1st and the 7th houses, and where there is some sort of authority energy surrounding either you or a partnership that you're involved in. So it kind of looks like in the background it's purposely happening, not that you're setting yourself up doing this. All right. I'm hearing dropping dimes again. I don't have no coins with me right now, but yeah. There's something about somebody trying to like bluff you in the background. All right, pertaining to a situation here, wanting to dominate you. I'm seeing the 3rd and the 9th house in opposition now. There's something about like oppositions. So we have Mercury and Saturn today in opposition, both in Virgo and in Pisces. If it's speaking about either one of the 1st or the 7th or the 8th or the 2nd or the 3rd and the 9th, we're looking here at 2nd and 8th houses with Virgo and Pisces. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. Virgo and Pisces in opposition in the 1st and the 7th, or Sun, Moon, Risings, Virgos or Pisces, okay? And then Virgo and Pisces in opposition in the 3rd and the 9th houses. We are looking at, what's that? Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorns and or Cancers. Okay. Something's happening here with you guys that I just called out for that specific opposition. So how are you coming through making some sort of achievement? If someone's bluffing you and dominating you, or if you're devoted to something that you feel like you're taking a risk with, and or you feel like your money is being manipulated, what is the overall outcome for this? Moon in Capricorn, 10th house energy. This would be like the government or someone that has a position of authority or control over your life. All right. You would have to focus more so on bringing a practical energy to your riches. Look at this. It's Saturn and the moon. So Saturn in Capricorn is at its domicile, and the moon and Capricorn is at its detriment. This is like the father figure taking over the mother figure in their practical life. So if you're not attached to a masculine energy, you don't reap rewards, especially if you're trying to build something for yourself. That's kind of what it's giving me here. Ta-da! So now you got to go make your small achievements on your own and prove oneself that you can do it. Heavy on the 10th house energy here, 10, 10, 10. There's probably the ending to a specific portal. The moon in Aries is a very overprotective mother figure. The sun in Capricorn says, I have it all because I have the riches, the masculine's energy. So it looks like the feminine energy is mostly supposed to do all the practical work here. Rather, if you're being optimistic and you're taking some sort of advice in having financial, changes happening in your life, then it looks like if you are doing some sort of denoting and work whether it's communication, travel, transportation, or something like that. It's like, oh no, that's already fulfilled. Now you have to switch something up, detach from that, and go birth something new, so that you can build on what you feel you're lacking, whether this is spirituality or communicating about spirituality, if it's about your resources or resources opposing someone else's resources, or if this has to do with self and or relationships. See what I'm saying? It's giving me opposition, and it's giving me all about the stability that you need to create overall. If this is regarding work in your career, if this is regarding work in oh, what do I say it? It could be like your reputation, your public image towards what other people see about you building your riches for yourself. Rise and shine, you guys. You know what I mean? So it kind of feels like it's a major portal that's closing out and some sort of major change that's happening. My foot is falling asleep here. I'm trying to tell you. So you have like heightened intuition right now. This could be your best thing to utilize moving forward with Mercury in Cancer. Maybe you're receiving some sort of intuitive messages about how to use this energy of your resourcefulness in the fourth house. This is the house of home. All right. So maybe if you're doing anything pertaining to Mercury from home, more than likely you're working online. Media. You know what I'm saying? It's given that energy. You could be living detached, involving, let's just say, your love life with Venus's energy over that way. I'm seeing the 11th house to the 4th house and something that you're creating. That's a quincunx right there. It doesn't work. It's disharmony. All right. It's discord. It's losses more so in connection to where you're supposed to be receiving some sort of fortune. Moon in Libra and Mars in Libra. This is why Spirit was showing me Mars in Libra. There's something about you having to make a choice in connection to a specific companionship, a partnership, some sort of something that you're going to be committed with in marriage. I see 7th house energies. All right, so this is about changing your spiritual perspective. Once again, Mars in Libra at the 27th degree. As we move forward with Mars and Libra, before we ingress into Mars and Scorpio, we were speaking about Scorpio placements at the very beginning of this reading, and where something has to be more so in balance so that you have a sense of power or endurance in your energy to move forward. From the 26th to the 30th degree of Libra, it speaks about you understanding something. It says, wisdom comes from bringing together love, will, intelligence, and rising above daily concerns to grasp spiritual ideas. The dawning of awareness that we are part of the greater light is made known by our passion, by seeking knowledge and using this knowledge as a platform to develop further understanding. All right, so then when we move into the first degrees of Scorpio's energy, where Mars will be in its domicile, it speaks all about your stability. All right, so we see here, it says, we move away from our beloved, secure past, motivated by curiosity for greater experiences, and yet sharing nostalgic memories binds us back into our communities, and we find ourselves building a more stable future by working with others in our group. Communal rituals both settle us into worldly life and deepen our access to the spirituality of the passionate life force, and by this, we come to the realization of the importance of that stability, and which actually creates a greater sense of personal freedom. If that's what you're seeking, then obviously this is what you're having to go through here. It will be like the ending of one thing to create some sort of stability for yourself. But it feels like it's being manipulated in some sort of way. Okay. So, if this is base chakra, this is changes happening in regards to your home, your resources, your foundation, and whatever that seems to be, whatever it is that, you know, is involved in your practical life. Okay. Let's see. What are the messages here? Rise and shine, you guys. What are the messages here? Come on. The Tower. Heavy on the Scorpio energy. Shit. All right, so some sort of unexpected change, Tower moment. All right, it gives destruction, chaos, something that is inevitable. It's given, you know what I mean, change. Six of Wands. All right, so something's distracted from being put in the public eye or from you moving forward to have some sort of victory and success here, because Six of Wands is the challenge. All right, maybe you're meant to be coming back in your love life as your goal. All right, or focused on this energy so that you have someone, I'm hearing, to partner with. That's a weird energy. Like, why would you need somebody to move forward and do something independently to create your own stability? That's crazy, because it speaks about having a greater sense of personal freedom. The Lovers could also be having to choose and or make a different, you know, choice with something. It's like having to make a decision here. Because in the past, it was forcing you to go into a new direction with the Fool card. At the present moment, we're given Seven of Cups, having other options. Venus and Scorpio energy, obviously. I believe that's stepping in like late October with Venus and Scorpio, something like that. One second. November the 6th, actually, the day after the full moon in Taurus. So the Seven of Cups gives me this energy of feeling like you've been living some sort of illusion, or things have been kept hidden or a secret, or you have many options in moving forward. It is a very Neptunian energy, so it does require for you to imagine and create and bring it to your reality. See what I'm saying? It kind of gives like a Neptunian energy, just lots of water. All right, lots of water. It would be like nostalgic memories of the past and having to reflect on why something didn't work out, why there's changes that are taking place, why you had to go in the new direction in the past, what you had to learn there. And then overall in the near future, it says Queen of Cups. You kind of master the energy of your feelings, or you ascend spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the Seven of Wands here, so be careful of ego and pride. All right, open yourself up for forgiveness emotionally for the difficulties that you do feel right now is what it's given. Ten of Swords, allow the endings to come to play if that's what you fear. And overall, it's giving Queen of Swords, stay focused. So I see no pentacles here. Where will we be looking forward in this root chakra energy? Nine of Swords, the Sun, and Six of Pentacles. All the stress will be released once you're enlightened about what you feel that you deserve or what you feel needs to be reciprocated your way. It's like get yourself out of the sense of needing more. This is also like a choice card, okay? Something about your decisions here to tap in with the energy of Source is what's going to bring in the energy of your reciprocity. Leo placements are going to be very significant. Venus in Leo at its last 5 degrees in that sign speaks about, let's just see. Venus in Leo is you utilizing something creative, all right, Leo energy, to bring some sort of stability in, I would imagine. Leo, from the 26th to the 30th degree, it asks you to be optimistic. It says the underpins are certainty that life fulfills its promise of joy, that we are never-endingly being renewed moment by moment, and just by focusing upon optimal opportunities and responding excitedly to creative impulses, we grow into the joyful confidence that arises from our constant or our constancy of spiritual integrity. Okay. So it's almost like once you make the choice to tap in with Source, get creative, that's when you start receiving some sort of compensation. Six of Pentacles is like reciprocity in connection to resources, support, assistance, being gifted things like that. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands is back. You have to remain assertive in whatever it is that you're trying to build. If it's a passion, obviously it's something you start from scratch and you build on mastering whatever this is. It moves fairly quickly though with the Knight of Swords. This could be communication. The Nine of Wands, you have to remain optimistic about it. Don't give up. That's the Moon in Sag that we saw earlier. It's something having to do with, I feel like you're bringing something with you from the past. All right, or you have nostalgic memories about something from the past, or Spirit is asking you to keep a boundary up with the past. It's like walk away from that. It's gone. It's lost. It's like you're heading towards the energy of source. You see what I'm saying? Like you're heading towards the light. And this is Saturn in Pisces right now in retrograde, that's heading back to the 27th or the 28th degree of Pisces. And all of the last 5 degrees of Pisces speaks about the realization of faith. If you don't have faith in source, if you don't have faith in what you're running back to, I'm seeing you guys going back to something. All right. It's like you don't get to create the things that you want to endure in the near future that feels like it brings you a sense of strength. If it's a leadership position, if it has anything to move forward with like wisdom and knowledge, that's what King of Wands are. They're public speakers. Okay. Something about that. Show me more. It's a slow and steady type of road here. It's like you have to just continue to make progress and keep working at it. You'll overcome the difficulties at some point. It may not be shown to you immediately, but you are ascending spiritually and past what you don't see. Okay? The opportunity will present itself in, I just heard divine timing, when things are ready, when it's fair, when it's, you know what I mean, in alignment. Okay. It feels a little intense, I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little intense because it can be frustrating where if you're dealing with difficulties with resources, obviously it requires some sort of change here. Okay. We're gonna spill the tea on this energy here. What's going on overall collectively moving forward? We've got a lot of like Taurus and Scorpio energy happening in November. All right, so these are the houses of money. We've got Mars is going to be stepping out of Scorpio at the beginning of November on the 4th. So that means all through the like September into October, we'll see Mars in the sign of Scorpio in its domicile. Scorpio's energy is going to be like October fucking takes off, right? From November the 4th into the 5th, we see the full moon take place in Taurus. That's going to be in the house of your own personal resources, or however it is that you utilize your creativity to bring in abundance. We've got Venus stepping into Scorpio, which is at its detriment. All right, meaning that whatever it is that you give, that you do creatively, your resources are going to be coming from other people's pockets. Let's put it that way. All right, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be direct at that time because it goes direct on October the 13th. We've got Uranus that retrogrades back into Taurus. So then we'll go through this thing where there's, again, destruction in the way that we make, save, and spend our money. Taurus's energy, especially if you get creative. I feel like things don't fully take off for those that are doing things in like the media and things like that or online in regards to how you're making your money up until the North Node enters Aquarius and opposing to Leo's energy, because your karmic challenge with the South Node being in Libra would be you self-expressing or getting creative and you utilizing a specific community of people to get to your goal, like your destiny, right? But then we also will have Uranus and Gemini by then. Jupiter will then be moving into the sign of like out of Cancer and into Leo. So Jupiter in Leo means that it allows you to get some sort of publicity out there, okay? I see that Pluto will be direct in Aquarius. All right, moving forward. Neptune will be in the sign of Aries. Let's get creative here. Let's build on something. Let's utilize the imagination and bring it to the reality of starting up something for yourself. House of Self is Aries. Saturn in Aries. Let's start this business, right? Let's get the things in order. Let's bring structure and discipline to the foundation of you building something up from the ground up. It's starting at the first house with self. Right? So we're looking at all these transits that are taking place and how we're going back and forth right now. Jupiter in Cancer is basically saying in its exaltation, there's opportunities to build possibly from what seems resourcefulness for you within the home environment, right? That's what it feels like, okay? What's resourceful for you in the home environment that you can build on? This would be like you gaining knowledge and wisdom about something that you can get creative with and have opportunities for expansion, but within the home environment. All right, and we got to think about what's happening with Uranus's energy. It's destructing what money looks like right now, so that we can step into a new and innovative and futuristic type of energy of Gemini in the near future. It's how you utilize your mind, how you socialize. It's the internet, it's communication, it's travel, it's transportation, it's all these different things, right? Something's got to change here. But I feel like there's warnings right now about the way that we're making money. But then there's also those that are in the background scheming, because if they can't make money off of you, they've got to get it somehow. Somebody's got to be the rich guy around here, or the rich woman around here. So everybody's like in the scheming mode right now. Or this is just you like, I'm going to wait for my chips to come in. But Spirit is saying, well, maybe you need to change some shit up. What you going to do? All right. I feel like a lot of people right now with Jupiter being in Cancer are possibly like forced to go back to school, because everything is feels so in a sense of like comfort right now. Cancer is energy, is comfort, nurturing. Maybe you're going back to school to, you know, do something that's of a mother instinct. Maybe you're doing nursing, or you're becoming like, you know, some sort of healer or something like that, that you can utilize your maternal instincts for. It's not always going to stay like that, because Jupiter will step into Leo, and it would be like, okay, how about those that are creative and the opportunity to go in and do something that is your hobby or your interest, or something that allows you to self-express and type of things like that, right? We got to look at like what's coming up in the near future, because the energy never stays the same. All right, so let's see what this is. There could be doubt surfacing here. All right, I'm seeing the water energy being of significance again. Water houses with, you know, earth placements. We keep seeing this energy. I feel like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in the 2nd, the 6th, and the 10th houses for the air signs. We keep speaking about these energies with these people's money, work. What are you going to do long term for your career? Something like that. Okay. Spill the beans. Maybe you're just like, look, I know what the hell's going on here. All right, I'm going to reveal everything and how this is all going to work out. Okay. We already know what the hidden agenda is. It feels like there's a motive behind why we're having to go back and forth with these energies. They're transits. They go retrograde for a reason. It's because something was meant to be quote unquote reviewed there, right? We don't know what the hidden agendas are. It almost feels like we're playing a game. That's what it feels like. You're going to meet someone that resonates with you and your authentic vibes. That's what this is. And then some sort of misunderstanding through communication will clear the air. Somebody's going to understand the way that you think of something, or the way that you see something, or your perspective of something, should I say. Because if there's some sort of doubt surfacing here, and why we can't seem to improve in whatever we're creating, and where we're showing lots of endurance, especially with the Scorpio's energy. Scorpio is what? It has to do with the hidden mysteries of things, all right? The esoteric. It could be about the occult. It could be about many different things, but we kind of already know what's taking place in the background and how we're being quote unquote fooled by some bullshit. This was last night's reading. I made it literally into a members reading because I felt like everybody wasn't supposed to see that. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. And how someone keeps you in a repeated cycle so they can gain resources off of you and or what it is that you're creating. Meanwhile, they try to make you feel like you're fucking in this energy of an illusion and you don't know what you're talking about. Something like that. But yeah, if there's some sort of doubt surfacing because you're experiencing something and then you spill the beans about it, about these people's hidden agenda or the energies, quote unquote energies, hidden agenda, it kind of feels like you're coming out as your authentic self, or you having and or meeting with someone that resonates with the way that you have a higher perspective of something or the way that you communicated. This is about you building your own community, your tribe, all right? And you being of service to those people, spreading positivity. You see what I'm saying? It brings in those people that resonate with you. Let's just keep it that way. All right. Like, these are the hidden truths. This is what I see. This is what I understand of this. All right. That's what it gives me. How we've been given all these mixed signals and there is no right way to go. It could be like you're yielding right now. You get one step forward and then it's like, skirt, bring that shit right back. It's given that. It's given that. Yeah, so protect yourself from controlling issues. This could be people, places, work, families, friendships. I don't give a fuck what it is. You don't kind of know. All right, because the energy, it feels like the signal that you get from the energy around you is unclear. You feel someone's hiding from you. You feel that someone has a pull on your energy, whether that is physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, however the hell. All right, and you're over here with the shield like, I think I'm good and I gotta watch my back. Who wants to live like that? No. No. So I don't know. You could be the one pretending to be fine, all right, and appearing strong on the outside, but meanwhile, there's a lot of vulnerability happening on the inside. A lot of smoke and mirrors. Look at all this smoke. It's like you're fucking fuming within because you're angry. Because you know that there's some sort of ulterior motives here, and there could be people that are testing your limits and or seeing how you're going to react under pressure and knowing exactly what you desire or they desire you and are afraid to say so. Split the deck, uncovered truth. You found some shit out, I would imagine. You know how this shit works. You know how it works. I've been drinking like my green tea in the morning. Well, I'm gonna get into Kipper. Yeah, I got time. Keep looking at the time. Welcome in, you guys. Rise and shine. I had a conversation the other day, and I said, I don't understand how my channel takes forever to take off, right? I was like, I started this back in 2022, 2023, something like that. That's crazy. Out of all cards, I seen one that was flipped up. Look what it is. The thief card. I was like, what was that? Anyway, out of all the people that have been on my channel and out of all the people that I watch specifically online, it's like, how the hell does my channel not take off? Because I give such facts. I don't even keep a lot of my shit hidden. A lot of people do, right? They restrict their content, or they put it for members only, or that. I've never done that. I've always kept my shit like out there. You would think that I attract in, the not that I seek attention, but I seek to be rewarded for my efforts, right? It doesn't come through that way. Because whatever it is that you're speaking about, I feel like it's the truth, and nobody's going to be drawn to your platform because they're not going to see it that way, because they're all part of this fucking, like, they have these rose colored glasses is what you call, they can't fucking see right. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. I would imagine that I have a sense of purpose here, but my purpose is higher than what this is what it feels like. Somebody could be thinking about you right now. It could be a masculine thinking about a feminine energy. Yesterday's date could have been of significance with the 16th. I don't know. I see marriage here. All right, so there could be someone that wants you to commit to them literally in marriage, or be bonded to you in some sort of way, or open you up some sort of business partnership. It could be family that wants you to live with them. I don't know. It's something. All right, it's something. Again, I'm seeing Scorpio and Taurus in opposition. That's crazy. I see the Tower and the Empress energy here. All right, so this could be about your resources opposing someone else's resources that you're supposed to be committed to in marriage. Okay. That could be like the main male thinking about their main female. Maybe you guys are detached. It's given like a Venus Aquarius energy where it's like, you have to live separate lives from the person that you're in love with. All right. Something like that. Now, if you are in marriage and there's this masculine main male energy that has someone else on their mind, that could be an issue. All right, there could be a concern here. I'm seeing 333. That's interesting. All right. There could be something concerned about someone's commitment in marriage. Yeah. Courtship. This gives me like those that are not in specific relationships, that are literally, they're not married. They're only in courtship. All right. See how this man is thinking of another woman? That could be like a privileged lady. Notice how marriage is here. There's a masculine that's supposed to be committed to someone in marriage. And then there's concern about having or wanting a relationship with someone else. In courtship, this person they're not married to. That person would be like the side chick that's the privileged one. I literally was talking to my sister yesterday and her niece, and she goes, well, the side bitches are winning. Because what happens when you're in a marriage and you're committed to someone as your wife, right? Or this is your husband and wife, whatever. You look at it how you want it, whatever. And the masculine steps out. The masculine ends up going and having a child with the following person. That would make that the side bitch, right? And then it comes out to be that the side bitches are winning because they have the kid. They have to be provided for. They have to be the one that are kept quiet. Meanwhile, the wife is the one struggling because she doesn't get what she deserves. I've went through this in my life before. Let me be clear. Okay. I've went through this before in my life. I probably still, and they keep it a secret, these men. They keep things a secret. All right. So let's be clear that there's a lot going on with ending these type of portals. This is fucking toxic, bitch. It's toxic. All right. The girls that are walking around, that got it all. They dress nice. They got nice shoes, nice car, nice houses. It's like, where y'all bitches getting this money from? Meanwhile, the wives are the ones struggling and at home doing 50-50, quote unquote, with the masculine energies, right? And they ain't got shit. And the kids ain't got shit. But that bitch's kids are looking amazing. Something like this. I'm gonna be clear. That's what I see. So there has to be something that comes into equilibrium within oneself. I'm seeing 333. That means equilibrium. It gives where you need to be in alignment within your mind, your body, and your spirit. If you don't feel that way in your marriage, get the fuck on out of there. It's something like that. It's something like that. That's what I'm saying. So now it brings in this energy of like adjudication. All right, well then let's go to court. Let's do mediation. Let's make things fair. We'll move forward. I'll go deal with this bitch. And then when they're tired of that bitch, it turns into, you're my wife now. Now I can get to go cheat and start over again. It's the toxic cycle. Show me adjudication. Why is someone living in poverty if this is supposed to be your wife? See what I'm saying? Why is this person in despair if this is supposed to be your wife? Why is it that this person can't find a job? Something's happening here within a court case. Someone's in despair and in poverty and is unable to provide for themselves. Meanwhile, this masculine is thinking about this privileged lady and who they're in courtship right now. But yet the main concern is this person's marriage. Mature man is here. I would imagine this is someone that's the elder overall. Yeah. So the main male is the, the mature man is the one in this picture here, the one that's concerned. Okay. Let's be clear. This is the person that's concerned. I'm rising. Okay. This is the person that's concerned, is this mature man. All right. There's something about someone's occupation. All right. I see this wealthy man. I see an official person. Who's all these people? Because I guarantee you, these mature men, these people that have authority and the wealthy motherfuckers, they're like, who's this? All right. Who's that main female going through this? Who's the one that's committed to marriage? Who's that? These are the people that you should be looking up to. These are your mentors. These are your guides. These are the ones that are going to align you with where you need to be. Why the fuck are you dealing with that stupid asshole? That's what it's giving me. Something like that. This would be like, you're in the courtroom. You're going up against the judge here. Judge, we've got your police officer, all right? This guy's paying fucking... You stay over there, right? And the wealthy man is, I'm the lawyer. I want to know what the hell's going on here. Like, this is what it's giving a court case. It's giving court case. Something about the children, or why something ended for the children. This, what the fuck is going on? What is Trump doing out here? with the children and the father figures and the taxes. I just read upon that the other. I am not into blah blah. I'm not into political bullshit. I can't stand it. But this is legit an official thing. I see coffin that fell on the floor. This shit has got to stop. I'm not even gonna pick it up. It has got to stop. I've been separated from my kids damn near for 2-3 years already. Damn near. I lie to you not. And when I had it good. My family was taken care of. My man was taken care of. My kids was taken care of. I ain't need shit from nobody. This seems like a masculine pride thing that it's like, okay, you get to, it's a double standard is what it is. You get to go out and you get to fuck this bitch. You get to go provide for that family. They have it all, but we struggle. Or you put the most burden on the feminine energy. Because she's got to look like, we live the good life over here. This is my husband. And we've got everything. We've got the home. We've got the car. We've got this. We've got fucking tower moment because it was built on nothing but illusions. It was kept a secret from you moving forward. Something like this. It fucked up the foundation of a home. Whoa. Something's changing in the near future, I would imagine, for the mature woman and or the family room. Something regarding someone's work. If they work with a specific community of high honor, for those that have gone, I would imagine, on like spiritual journeys, the expectation is what? The pathway to understand that you were with a false person. Message. Message to the fucking main female. It's like, go build something on your own. Again, we're working for the white man, quote unquote. Why would you go build on something for someone else rather than putting that shit into yourself? This is about working from home, I'm trying to tell you. Or this was the pyramid scheme to keep someone imprisoned. Maybe this was the main male's whole thing. You know what I mean? And this actually became some sort of court issue. And where I don't know if that main male or something has to pay you out, or how someone was scheming to gain the advantage of your inheritance. Someone was stealing your money, boo. Now you got unexpected income. Here goes the wealthy man. Like I told you, I got your back. Don't worry. For you and your kid. Because we already know you was dealing with that false person. Something like this. Look at this. The wealthy man is going to make sure the person that was in poverty and the one that was in despair, the one that was going in adjudication and the one in court with their fucking marriage, right? All right, well, how are we going to mediate this? The lawyer says, listen, we already know this is involving children here. This woman was, you know, in partnership with the false person, which is the masculine. All right, the masculine possibly had another lover, blah, 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 blah. Bad health change. Message of concern is what? How does this gift come through? We need to make sure that this woman gets some sort of great fortune. That's what I'm seeing here. Or that's what we're going to manifest. Okay, let's be clear. Because somebody was left purposely in poverty. Okay, whether they were dealing with someone that was a privileged woman. I don't give a fuck if it was a sister, an aunt, and mother, whoever the fuck. I don't care. Let's be clear. All right, like the feminine energies are the ones that are out here looking like shit. Mars and Libra, the masculines are trying to take over the energy of the partnerships or those that are built on, supposed to be building on wealth long term. All right, this could be in like business partnerships. If the feminines are understanding something or in alignment with something that is, let's just say you're a woman and a right-hand woman to a masculine energy that builds their own business. All right. They want you stuck. Yes. They want you stuck and they want you to stay right there. You don't move. You don't go anywhere. You do the work that I tell you to do and I reap all the rewards and then I give you what I feel like you deserve. Fuck you, bitch. You gotta be a strong ass woman to deal with that type of bullshit. I know the fuck I ain't staying nowhere where you ain't paying me my motherfucking worth. Fuck y'all hoes. Assholes is what I mean. Okay. Coffin, that shit gotta end. That shit right fell on the floor. That's crazy. You said he gave me breadcrumbs. Literally. That's what they'll feed you. It's breadcrumbs. It's breadcrumbs. Get into tea leaf. And then the girls that settle for the, oh, but I get this, because those are the materialistic girls. Those are the ones that like to be privileged. Those are the ones that don't know how to build on something for themselves. These bitches are whack as fuck. Let's be clear. They like to play the side bitches. It's okay for them. A strong ass woman is not going to settle for that dumb ass bullshit. I'm sorry. I would struggle and build my own rather than having somebody else's name over top of my motherfucking head and where my money came from. Kiss my ass. That's what it's given. They'll understand one day. I saw this happen in my daughter, bro. Her husband left her with 2 babies and found a family or another family with kids. That's normally how it happens. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. You would have to be a strong woman. All right? It's crazy. You would have to be a strong-ass woman. And don't think that it's the repeated cycle. Obviously, if that's not your love partner and that person doesn't support you any longer, the same woman that was cheated on or left out in the fucking cold is going to end up finding somebody that's going to want to do for her children. What happened to traditional values? What happened to the principalities of living a structured, long-term life with your spouse, with your counterpart, right? Those things aren't there anymore is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Crazy. All right, so we've got honor and respect will come to you. I know the fuck that's right, bitch. Put that crown on and wear that shit proud. Yes, you will be crowned. Absolutely, you will be crowned. All right, a sincere wish will be granted. You see what I'm saying? When you don't lower your standards, how everything ends up happening for you in divine timing. Everybody could have shitted on you. Everybody could have thought, oh, well, you're never going to make it. You got to believe in that shit yourself. You got to believe it in yourself. All right, a marriage will take place either romantically, and this is about you building your own business. Fuck that ring. I don't want that ring anymore, especially from somebody that held it back from you. Oh, no. That would be you settling for less and saying, well, I'm committed to this person in marriage and they give me everything that I desire. How about you building for yourself? Right? We're speaking about self here. Saturn and Neptune stepping into Aries. Self. What are we speaking about right now? Mars and Libra. Yeah. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, that's what it's given. It's given like you've got to build for yourself. So when Saturn is out of Pisces and is completely done with the astrological chart, right? In the 12th house, I would imagine those that have been trying to bring structure to things that are of the unknown or not being able to see in the near future or getting themselves out of a sense of imprisonment or feeling like they're going through something involving like needing help, literally like mental health, all right? There's going to be changes that take place here. And for those that remain strong throughout the time frame and where there's chaos and corruption in one's confidence, even second house has to do with your self-value, your worth, all right? I would imagine the energy of self-love. All that shit matters. All of that matters. So it's about keeping your life in balance overall right now. That could be coming up here in Libra season. Keep your life in balance. That's the message. Because you are supposed to be wearing this crown. A sincere wish is supposed to come through for you, whether this is marriage taking place, if it's romantically, great. If it's business, then great. For those of you that are on the right path and you are supposed to be committed in marriage, that's what's taking place right now in Libra season. It's partnership, it's relationship, it's marriage, right? For others of you, you're getting business opportunities so that you can build for yourself. Okay? And then it says involvement with the law. You see what I'm saying? There's something here about Libra season. Scales, the law. Told you. Marriage, ring is given that. All right. Look at this. The older man is pissed the fuck off. Oh my gosh. Tell me more about it. I want to know what's going to happen here. Tell me more about it. I'm cracking up. Great happiness is here. It feels pretty positive, I'm going to be honest. It feels that way, pretty positive. That looks like him. Does it really? Oh my God. I don't know. Behind that card was protection from a powerful friend. So that's the energy right there. All right. I would imagine the dog is someone that's loyal to you because it said that the mature man was the one that was more so concerned about you. Mature man is Saturn's energy. Even though this person might feel like they're restricting you or bringing structure somewhere in your life, it's supposed to lead you to having some sort of success in the near future. Let's look at it that way. Okay. But I don't know. Could be. Let's see. I see seeking out information that's going to help you could be of significance here. And then the finger, I feel like someone's warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. It has something to do with your finances, and that's what it was coming through as. All right, because if there's a marriage that's supposed to be taking place, it's like, I'm going to warn you about what I just told you about relationships. If it's in business, make sure that you're building alone and not with someone else. All right, in order for things to remain fair within your practical life and having to do with your love life, you have to make sure that shit is in balance. Said, yes, I'm going to find someone who is more caring. Okay. I see February being of significance here. So Aquarius or Pisces, you guys are being called out. All right. That could be 11th and 12th houses being called out. Communities of people, groups of people, some sort of networking here. 12th house energy could be all about like spirituality, being more vulnerable, more compassionate, more loving. It says heartache over what you no longer have. All right, so this is about the whole involvement with the laws because there's something that's changing in your life. You're being crowned. There's a wish that's coming true, whether that's in romance and or in business. How you're going to keep your life in balance here is you focusing on happiness, seeking out information that's going to help you. You've been warned overall about there's something that you no longer have. Split the deck. Beware of self-delusion, and an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. All right, so if that's what it is and you've been fucked over and you know it, then just understand that you do have protection from a powerful friend. And whoever that powerful friend is an older man. That older man's they have experience, or I would imagine they're gonna help you bring structure into your life. It's given Saturn. Okay. That's crazy because I looked up and it was like 9:30 and it quickly changed over to 9:31. There's something by the end of the month that should be taking place overall. I don't know. We don't have a 31 in this month. It only goes up to September the 30th. So the 29th, we have the first quarter moon that happens in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. All right, so maybe it does have some sort of involvement with career, long-term. All right, first quarter moons obviously are when your commitments are being tested. All right, there's a lot of potential for achievement, okay, and whatever you're going after here. If it's career, then great, because we see a partial moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Virgo and Capricorn energy is all about day-to-day routine, work, putting in the hard work, health, and then you jump directly into career, your reputation, your public image, the direction that you're going in life. All right, show me the crown. All right, this is where you have potential. I'm telling you. What's the sincere wish that will be granted here? Maybe you're doing something in the public eye. All right, maybe you're receiving some sort of spotlight and where you can express and create. All right, radiating joy and enthusiasm, it says. So if you're planting seeds and doing something in the public eye, there's some sort of commitment that's going to be taking place here. This could be something regarding business. It kind of feels like there's a gap period right now. Maybe you feel lonely, or there's just a period of feeling like you're wondering exactly like what's going to take place here. It says loneliness, emptiness, and depression. You better not be in this energy of damn depression. It says keep your life in balance. You're going to be surprised what comes out on the other side, especially if you're having to deal with some sort of court case. The gavel's here. All right, so it's going to be beyond your imagination how something ends up happening in another way, or something changes for you unexpectedly. It was earlier giving Tower moment. It's like you're going to be fucking shocked by something. All right, how something's being protected for you. Where is it? That older man, the dog. Look. Something's being guarded in your favor or protected in your favor. All right. It's almost like a guarantee. All right. That you're going to have to go through this involvement with the law, something on the other side, in order to defend it or protect you. So if you're dealing with a court case, it could be that it's in your favor. All right. I don't know. Let's see. Great happiness. I would imagine if you're given some sort of wisdom, experience, knowledge, and or you're given some sort of sense of authority, all right, it's because you sought out this information with the book. The determination behind that, all right, you seeking out information is what made you go through this struggle desperately in order to have some sort of victory, and it's coming right under you doing something in the spotlight. So if you were seeking out information that was helping you and you were putting in the spotlight, you were self-expressing, you were getting creative, and you stayed determined with this, with everything that you've learned or you've experienced, it was almost like you went all out, and it's like you grew as the flower through the crack in the fucking ground. All right, it's giving, they've been warning you, or you've been warning about, you know, things that are happening either now or in the near future. Yeah, about how to like practice purifying your energies from things that are going to be taking place. Maybe you know that there is going to be a sense of loneliness and or emptiness as you move forward, having to leave something else in the past, because it feels like a cleansing that needs to happen. Yep, that's crazy. So your potential for you gaining wisdom, you putting it into the spotlight and remaining determined, all of this emptiness or this gap period that you feel that you need to purify your energy, you're going to be surprised how something happens in a different way. Show me February's energy, which we were speaking about, Aquarius and or Pisces, or that being the 11th and 12th houses, the ending of a cycle. You're going to be at harmony and in peace and having order in your life. That's what this is about. All right, and how something was being guarded and or protected, having you involved rather with this legal matter over something that you had connections with heartache with. All right, it's given like the Three of Swords energy. You may have sacrificed and devoted so much for someone else, all right, and crying here over what you no longer have, but what's guaranteed for you on the other side is at least some peace in your life. If you cooperate, there's some sort of acceptance here, and you receiving some sort of win-win situation with you working with another group of people. It's giving teamwork. I don't know. I guess you're working with Source. The only thing I see is this person lonely, in meditation, contemplating, and looking directly at Source. What's on the bottom of the deck? Something about family. This could be your togetherness. However, your bloodline is your roots. All right. So this is spiritual. This is spiritual. Cooperating with your family, with your bloodline. All right. Because something in your life is either declining, it's fading out, it's been aging. Something's, I heard it's a wrap. It's a wrap here. What did I just say? Look at this shit. Your family is the sunset. Are you cooperating with Source, the sunset? Those that are crossed over. Heartache over what you no longer have are the ones that are defending and protecting you. Could it be an older masculine energy? Could it be a father figure? Saturn and Pisces with Ra makes sense. I'm just saying, Saturn and Pisces is like the father figure at the end of this astrological cycle. This would be the sunset. You understand what I'm saying? Something's dying out. There's the ending of this portal. I don't know. It could be that there's been some sort of manipulation that's been happening here overall. Behind family, I see giving up on the previous plan and seeking out something else. So I would imagine new romantic connections and brand new beginnings. All right. Help you understand situations and where someone that wanted you to comply by their rules or their laws and or misleading you in some sort of way. Could have been you being in a connection to someone that was cheating you out. All right. There's some sort of redemption here that takes place in connection to how you receive your poverty. How you receive your poverty. I said it because I seen it that way. That's crazy. Not your prosperity. I said your poverty. So the minute that you have a turning point in your life that you're supposed to receive some sort of blessing, something chaotic happens. I said your poverty. It came out in the reading. That's crazy. I say it how I mean it, or I say it how Spirit was supposed to channel it. See what I'm saying? There could have been some sort of corruption taking place around you, and how your turning point for your prosperity was supposed to come in. Maybe that's the wake-up call. You were meant to follow some sort of instruction here before the divine timing was ending, deadline. There's supposed to be some sort of ceremony or celebration overall. Rather, there was something that was declining. It's like, all right, well, take note, right? We need to assist you and support you here. There's something you have to be taught. We're going to teach you this. How to reject something in regards to, if you don't appreciate it, let the shit go. If this person's not generous with you and they gossip about you, all right, then run the fuck away from this person and seek some sort of healing and or treatment. So I would imagine if you've gone through a period in your life that you feel empty or lonely, it's because there was going to be something closing out for you. And it kind of looks like your honor and respect came from something that you chose to do, to put in the spotlight, and there was a sincere wish that was granted there for you. Damn. That was a little deep. I guess we'll have to take this energy into like a community chat, because I don't want to continue moving forward with this. Obviously, an emotionally secure, loving family is of importance to you, because it started here with the base chakra. Stability, foundation, your career, all right? However it is that you visualize something in the near future of what that looks like, all right? That's what it is that you need to focus on manifesting. Yeah. All right. I mean, again, Spirit said it's going to come through in another way. Maybe it is with another person in your life. We spoke about that in the reading the other day. How masculines are just like to the point where they feel the feminines don't know how to follow their lead, okay? Or do things, quote unquote, by the book. Because that's just traditionally how it's done. The masculine is supposed to protect and provide. The feminine is supposed to be the one at home that takes care of the children. All right. And you guys are the leaders and specifically a foundation within a family. If it doesn't look like that and the masculine is stepping out or the feminine is stepping out and there's no sort of trust there, then what are you holding on to? Because you don't love that person anymore, or they don't love you. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.